The UK Labour government is trying to impose these massive inheritance taxes on farmers. And the farmers, thankfully, are not having it. They have stormed the streets of London yesterday in protest. They're still there today. The plan is to target farmers that valued over 1 million euros, okay, all these farms. They want to impose the government wants to impose a 20% inheritance tax beginning of April of 2026. Now, the claim is that farmers have been, monopolizing land and that they've inherited, not giving new young farmers a chance to buy land. In reality, they're trying to take land from farmers and redistribute it under the guise of a tax penalty, forcing generational farmers back on the market at discounted rates. I mean, this is crazy. But it's not unique to the UK. It's becoming increasingly more prevalent in the United States, with a charge led by Democrats. Tony Kinnett, investigative columnist at the Daily Signal, and Patrick Dornson, the common sense cowboy. Patrick, we could use some common sense in Great Britain right now because they're about to not have food.
Yeah, well, you know something? Dwight D. Eisenhower, when speaking to a bunch of farmers back in the 1950s, said, farming's pretty easy when your plow is a pencil and you're 1,000 miles from a cornfield. And that's what it is in England and Washington and Paris and everything else, is you got a bunch of bureaucrats and politicians trying to dictate farm policy. Now, in this case, they talk about keeping young people out of farms. Young people don't want to go work on farms. It's too hard. And the second thing is, the only people who are going to work on farms are usually the kids of farmers. So once again, we have the morons of this world trying to regulate something like farming. They tried it in Holland, they tried it in France, and what did they get? Nothing but a bunch of John Deeres clogging their streets. And we need to do more of that here, too.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But also in Berlin, which is crazy, the police chief, is telling Jews and gays to essentially hide their identity or avoid Arab populations, saying, quote, I would advise people who wear a kippah or are openly gay to be more careful. There are certain neighborhoods where the majority of people of Arab origin live who also have sympathies for terrorist groups. Tony, isn't it funny that anywhere Muslims are in the minority, they scream about minority rights, and anywhere they're in the majority, there are no minority rights?
Well, of course not. I mean, we've seen this since all the way back in the Crusades. The very first Islamic caliphate, the very essence of Shia philosophy, is to slaughter anyone who won't bend the knee to their radical form of Islam. And so we've seen this throughout history. I do think it's kind of funny that when it comes to, like you said, any other minority, you talk about protesting against the government, that, the Brits used to make Sten Mark II submachine guns in their garden sheds. Oh, heaven forbid that happen. But, if Muslim groups want to prowl through the streets, these Shia groups, and go after Jews or individuals who are gay or whatever else, that's totally fine. That's just kind of like a religious in context conversation.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so Cory Booker, Patrick, is starting to sound an awful lot like RFK. Roll it.
There are ingredients in our foods that should not be there. Chemicals that are linked to cancer and hormone disruptions. Many ingredients that are banned in other countries. Our food system hurts everyone now. These big companies have controlled our policy in Washington for too long. We need everyone to join our effort, to join this coalition. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, or independent. This isn't a partisan fight.
I mean, it was until Trump won.
Yeah. Well, first of all, my advice to Robert Kennedy Jr. is keep a safe distance from Democrats and skunks. Number two, politicians like Cory Booker, he's up for re-election in 2026. Trump did very well in New Jersey, so he's going to do anything to kiss Trump's backside or kiss RFK's backside and say, I'm with you. Now, you're going to hear something from me right now that's going to be revolutionary. Cory Booker is now the first official candidate for the 2028 nomination for the Democrats for president, because there's going to be two kinds of Democrats running. There's going to be people like that Governor Pritzker, who looks like Jabba the Hutt, and he's going to run on the resistance. And then you're going to have guys like Cory Booker who are going to say, I'm going to burnish my bipartisan credentials. Well, guess what? Neither of them are going to work.
Well, yeah, this is why we have you on, Patrick. I got to leave it right there. Tony, Patrick. Nice new hat, by the way, Patrick.
You bet. Thanks.
All right.